The film begins by showcasing the development of artificial intelligence AI created to assist human life. Gradually, this artificial intelligence is further developed, leading to the creation of simulants. Simulants are AIs created to closely resemble humans. In the year 2055, artificial intelligence triggers a nuclear explosion in Los Angeles, California. In response, some Western countries wage war against AI to prevent the extinction of humanity. This decision is opposed by the New Asia Society, which continues to use AI and coexists with it. As a result, the military seeks to kill Nirmatar, the mysterious architect behind the AI advancements in New Asia. Subsequently, America develops Nomad as an advanced space station capable of launching destructive attacks from orbit to target New Asia. We switch to the arrival of Nomad forces in New Asia in the year 2065. On that night, Nomad attacks and kills many AIs in the area. A Nomad soldier named Drew is captured by a group of AI forces. Led by a simulant named Haroon, he is taken to the home of a woman named Maya. Maya's husband, Joshua, instructs her to pack her belongings quickly so they can escape to save themselves. However, it turns out that Josh himself is a spy from America assigned to New Asia to find and kill Nirmatar. Maya, who accidentally discovers this, can't believe that the man she loves has betrayed her. Josh tries to explain his situation to Maya, affirming that his love for her is genuine. Maya, already disappointed, leaves Josh and goes to save herself with the AIs she now considers her family. Right after that moment, Nomad launches an attack on Maya and the AIs. Five years later, Josh wakes up with his hand amputated. Due to the explosion in New Asia, he vividly remembers everything, including the beautiful moments with Maya. Currently, Josh works in the cleanup crew at Ground Zero, destroying the remaining AIs after the city's destruction.
No.
How about that? We're at 6. We're getting ready on this.
One night, George is approached by General Andrews and Colonel Howell. They offer him to join a mission to infiltrate Nirmatar's laboratory in New Asia to find a new weapon created by Nirmatar called Alpha-O. Initially, Josh rejects the offer because he is still traumatized by the events of 5 years ago. However, Colonel Howell shows a video revealing that Maya, the woman Josh loves, is still alive and in New Asia. Because of that, George agrees to Colonel Howell's offer. A few days later, George, Colonel Howell, and some troops depart for New Asia. Upon arrival, all the troops search every place and eventually find Nirmatar's laboratory in an underground room. There, the other troops are busy hunting for Alpha-O while George focuses on finding information about Maya. After successfully opening the laboratory door, George is asked to search for Alpha-O, while the other troops will stand guard outside to face AI police. When George enters the laboratory, he is shocked to find a tear gas superweapon named Alpha-O, which takes the form of a little girl. An AI police officer arrives, shoots George, and instructs Alpha-O to escape. Once outside, Alpha-O sees the chaotic situation. Outside, Colonel Hull orders his troops to retreat because Nomad is about to detonate the place. As George doesn't show up, Colonel Hull decides to wait for him, while other soldiers are ordered to leave. Unfortunately, as they are leaving, one soldier unknowingly carries a bomb that explodes, destroying the aircraft and killing everyone inside. The next day, Josh wakes up on a boat and unexpectedly, Alpha O is nearby. Since Alpha O doesn't recognize anyone, she continues to follow Josh wherever he goes. When Josh returns to the war zone, he sees a wounded soldier and takes him to a safe place. Josh informs Colonel Howell that he hasn't found Alpha O. Instead, he found an AI in the form of a little girl. Colonel Howell orders Josh to kill the little girl. Suddenly, Colonel Howell is ambushed by AI police forces. It is revealed that the little girl has the ability to control technology remotely. Josh decides not to obey Colonel Howell's order to kill the little girl because he wants to find out more about Maya first. As they attempt to leave, they are surrounded by AI police. When a bomb is thrown, a dog retrieves it and brings it back to the AI police, causing an explosion near them. Alpha O then helps George start a car nearby, and they escape together. Meanwhile, Colonel Howell, who was previously captured, manages to fight back, seizing the AI police's car and weapons. During the journey, the car Josh is driving suddenly breaks down. He and Alpha O are forced to take public transportation to continue their journey. Before that, George puts a hat on Alpha O and changes her name to Alfie. In short, George and Alfie finally arrive in the city of New Asia. There, George meets Drew, his former comrade who was once captured by Haroon, but now resides in New Asia with his girlfriend, a simulant robot named Kami. While examining Alfie, Drew informs Josh that Alfie has the potential to become the most powerful weapon on the planet, because her ability to control technology will grow as she ages. Kami then takes Alfie to Drew's apartment to hide. However, the presence of Alfie has been discovered by the AI police. The AI police then attack Drew's apartment and kill Kami.
False alarm. Which one do you want? Oh,
When Alfie is about to be deactivated, Josh comes to save her. With Drew's help, Josh then finds clues about Maya's whereabouts leading to their old home. On the way to the house, Drew is attacked by AI forces led by Haroon. Before dying, Drew tells George that the attack that happened 5 years ago was because the American side had learned that the real Nirmata was Maya. After that, George and Alfie are captured by New Asia forces led by Haroon. During their journey, they see Nomad attacking, and when others are distracted, George escapes but doesn't manage to take Alfie. Upon reaching the village, Haroon and his troops plan to place Alfie inside Nomad so she can destroy it from within. That night, Josh saves Alfie and takes her away. As they prepare to escape, Colonel Howell leads an attack on the village.
Alan, she is not here.
Seeing this, Alfie quickly descends from the boat to help the villagers. Alfie then uses her powers to deactivate an explosive robot, but gets hurt as she is shot by one of Colonel Howell's henchmen. Josh swiftly saves Alfie and kills Colonel Howell's henchman. Thanks to Josh's actions, Haroon considers him an ally, and they are finally taken to a temple where Maya has been cared for. Surprisingly, for the past 5 years, Maya has been in a coma and cared for by simulant monks. Because the simulants are designed not to harm Nirmater, their creator. So, the monks had no choice but to see Maya as a living corpse lying in a coma for the past 5 years. Surprisingly, Alfie is also Maya and George's child, whose DNA was transferred just before the attack 5 years ago. No wonder the emotional closeness between Alfie and Josh is so strong, because in reality, they are father and daughter. After learning everything, Josh is forced to remove all life support devices attached to Maya's body to end all her suffering. Coincidentally, Colonel Howell and his troops also arrive at the scene. After attacking the AI, Colonel Howell approaches the temple where Maya, or Nirmata, is and scans her brain. Luckily, Haroon arrives at the right moment. He then throws a grenade towards Colonel Howell, who was also shot by the American forces. After Colonel Howell's body is blown up, Josh approaches Maya's body and takes the scanning device implanted in her brain. Unfortunately, as he and Alfie are about to escape, they are captured by the American forces and eventually taken to Los Angeles. Arriving at a facility, General Andrews asks George to kill Alfie with an electric shock weapon if he wants to regain the trust of the American authorities. George then pretends to agree to his request, intending to take the opportunity to escape with Alfie. With good cooperation, Alfie and George manage to deceive General Andrews and his troops. They then flee to an airport to board a plane. Using her abilities, Alfie forces the plane to land on top of a nomad just as Andrews orders a massive attack on the remaining AI bases worldwide. Upon arriving at the Nomad, Josh installs some explosive materials while Alfie deactivates the Nomad. Before the bomb explodes, Josh and Alfie have to quickly return to the plane. However, while looking for an exit, Alfie finds a simulant with her mother's face, so she quickly attaches the brain scanning device. At the same time, the oxygen level in Josh's suit starts to decrease. Knowing this, Alfie is forced to leave her simulated mother to save Josh's life. Unbeknownst to them, General Andrews has activated a tentacle robot to kill Alfie. Seeing this, George immediately takes action. He separates himself from Alfie and sacrifices himself to shield her from the bomb blast. With the Nomad exploding, the attack on the AI base automatically comes to a halt. While Josh is still inside the Nomad, he encounters Simulant Meyer, previously brought to life by Alfie. Fortunately, in the moments leading to his death, Josh spends time with Meyer, reuniting after several years of separation. At the same time, Alfie lands safely and witnesses people celebrating the destruction of the Nomad. On one side, she shares in the joy with the people there. But on the other side, she feels sadness for losing both of her parents. And that's how the movie concludes.